Cool DJs, cool DJs, cool DJs, cool DJs.
Yeah, that's me. Slick is in the house. What up, Jermaine?
Hey, that's see, look, there goes my idol. I'm about to fly it off. My idol is on the fucking. Listen, let me tell y'all something about hip hop, right? This nigga, right? This the nigga that taught me hip hop, and I ain't even know him when he taught me hip hop. This nigga was so fucking fly. This nigga told the nigga Fab Five Freddy they was at some spot buying some clocks or some shit, get some shoes. The nigga Slick Rick album had just came out that day, right? The nigga say. That nigga had all this fucking jewelry on. The nigga say, yeah, my album just came out. You niggas could go get it if you want to. You know, I'm still paid. I say, yo. This the nigga I'm
not the JD. Not JD ain't do the impression.
Listen,
hey, Rick.
That's my idol.
Hey, that sound like you.
Listen, Slick Rick know he's my idol. The nigga told y'all niggas, you can go get my album if you want to. I'm still paid. Fuck what y'all talking about. Yeah.
And he probably caught Fab Five Freddy some Bally's.
Yeah. My gosh.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all. I'm about to get out of here. All right.
JD, if you want to hang on, that's cool.
I gotta go. They calling me. They calling me downstairs. I got radio to do. I thank you. I love all the DJs. I'm getting ready to give y'all a shit ton of music. I'm just telling you. Be ready.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you, JD. Thank you for your time. I tell every artist this. For that hour and 30 minutes that you gave us, you could have been doing anything else. You could have gave everybody on the square money, but it was not more precious than the time that you just gave us, and we appreciate it.
Thank you. Slick Rick, I love you. My brother.
You too, brother.
All right.
Hey, Rick, what's happening? Hey, Rick, what's going on?
Rick
what's going
the
on, baby?
Ruler!
Man.
Got a classic on the call, too.
Listen.
So before y'all do your intro, Rick, I just want to tell you how you just showed everybody in hip hop how shit's supposed to be done.
Yeah, thanks, fam. You know, gotta keep the black relevant type, you know?
Nah, bro, like you just showed everybody the way, and bro, I've been on you forever, you know? So you just showed everybody the way this shit's supposed to be done. And from me to you, I appreciate all the times you supported me as a DJ myself, you know what I'm saying? Even before I started the core, we would have conversations about, you know, the different things with DJs and shit like that, man. And I just want to tell you thank you before you go too far into it.
Listen, you know look, Tony gonna always talk to you. He gonna show that love. Listen, the Ruler, we welcome you to the call.
Yeah.
Man, Rick the Ruler. Listen, let me tell you right now. If they had in the store a box of Cool and it was called Slick Rick, I would buy it if it was $10,000. I'd just be broke. I go get a loan. You could put his Cool in a box and sell it. I have never in my life met somebody so cool as Slick Rick. Slick Rick looks so cool. He's so cool if you tell him his house on fire, he'd be like, it's all right. It's okay. Because, you know, he got on them necklaces that could feed Africa. He'll buy another house, you know. Just the coolest. Slick never changed. The record rock. Look, new school that's on the call. Let me just tell you right now. As a person that grew up in the 80s, that was amazing. I watched Victory. Let me tell you. Mute your phones, Steady rock. Steady rock. Steady rock. Mute your phone. I'm going to tell you, as somebody that came up in the 80s, I watched Victory. And I am educated. I have a degree. And guess what my degree is in, Slick? It's in English. Okay. The metaphors. Look, J Love, he had the fashion. He meshed old school with new people. It was so many metaphors in there. It was killing me. I had to keep stopping it and going back. I was like, did he just put the child outside with the timeless and y'all won't even see? Like, amazing. Look, Jay, I'm going to toss it to you.
Look, let me just say this, Slick. Midday and I have interviewed so many people. We've been doing this since 2019. We've been seeing mega stars come through all the time. This is the first time both of us are kind of starstruck. Like we both kind of like, we both cheesing, we both at a loss of
I'm
words.
serious.
Like, ooh, this is huge.
I'm like kind of, you know how they like you like fanning out. Normally I'm like, yeah, I'm real cool, but I'm like Slick
Man,
Rick.
man,
Um,
just a part of our culture, just so legendary.
So we welcome, this is how we like to welcome our artists to the call. And when they said that I had Slick Rick, I was like, how am I gonna welcome Slick Rick? Oh my
Right.
goodness. And I've known Rip, oh man, me and Rip, we go back. Me and Rip been friends for years, you know, and so me and Rip had our conversation, but Rick the Ruler, this new stuff that you have is so freaking amazing. If y'all have not watched Victory, I'm gonna tell you right now, that is your homework assignment, and you need to get a thesaurus out,
Okay.
a pen, and some paper, and catch the metaphors, because he's killing it.
You're not a DJ if you don't go check out. That's how much I stand behind it. You're not a DJ if you don't go check out this new project. For real. It's like that. I don't know how somebody steps away from the industry in the main, like up front in the industry, because I'm sure you've still been involved for 26 years, comes back and lays it down like that. like
Like yesterday.
When I heard
Like
it,
he ain't even
I
quit.
was like,
It's like it was
That's
Smooth
Right.
voice.
parentless, fam. It's like it was parentless. You study?
man, we
See, he dropping a metaphor right now. Y'all ain't even catching it. Y'all
They don't understand. They don't understand. They have to go back and really listen. And I encourage everybody, it's going to get sent to you. Stop what you're doing and listen to this project, because Slick put everything in his foot.
Yes. I'm gonna tell you. So Slick, I just want to kind of talk to you a little bit. When I watched it, like I said, as a English major, you know, I teach, and my master's is in liberal studies. So I teach critical thinking. So that means everything I watch, I look through it. So, you know, I already had, you know, I sat down, I put this on my YouTube on television, and I always have that little head to the side when I'm watching, because I'm trying to catch everything. I couldn't catch it all. I had to watch it like 3 times. And every time I watched it, I saw something different that I didn't see. I was like, I didn't see that the last time. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I didn't catch that. I think that's a trick. You got that in there so you can make us listen to it over and over again. But it is amazing. You start off with Idris. Say again, baby.
Go ahead.
It feeds the imagination.
See?
It definitely does. It definitely does. So, okay, real quick. I know everybody's gonna have a ton of questions. So first and foremost, Rip, hats off to you. This Rip, if you guys don't know, Rip is Slick Rick's DJ. So he's the one that made this call happen. He's the one that put this together. Salute to you. 'Cause
Whoa,
this
whoa,
is-
whoa, 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 ho. Let me make it a correction. I'm not Rick's DJ. DJ Chaos is Rick's DJ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you did facilitate the call.
I'm just here to make sure that the legend gets his proper moment and make sure that all the DJs get the music, because it's that incredible. And 2025 is the year of the legend.
Appreciate
Yes,
that,
it
brother.
is.
Appreciate that.
Yes, it is. So, okay, first and foremost, Slick, I'm gonna let you talk about the new project, because you haven't had a chance to talk. Me and Midday have been over talking you a little bit. So I'm gonna let you talk about the project to all the DJs that are on this call. And you have over 60 DJs on here right now from every different coalition, core DJs, and all the other ones also. I mean, there's just a ton of them. So you go ahead and introduce the project yourself.
Okay. The album's name is Victory. Comes with a team Eye Patch, and my peoples, you know, put it together. Inclusion of everybody. Some humor, some stories, some good times for the fam. Put it out there on put it in the marketplace. And here we are. Shout out to the wife and the posse, you know, like that.
I love it. I love it. Listen, look, I'm going to tell you, Rick.
1 second, sis.
Yes.
Victory is my love letter to hip hop, a connection to my British roots as well. Victory is about creativity and the power of imagination. My wife said to say that study. You know what I mean, fam? Like,
She wanted to make sure you got that in.
right, you know, it's covering all bases. That's all, you know. Yeah.
So I watched it, and like I said, you know, I was taking note. You know, I'm a critical thinker. That's what I teach. So I'm looking at. Here's what I liked about it. I like the mix of the old school and the new people, the young people.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I also, y'all got to catch this. You got to catch it when you watch it. Every clip has a different video use, like different cameras. Like you could tell one is like old school camera. Like you got one, the one that you had when you had "Cause I'm Here," that was the house. That was kind of supposed to be like the basement. You know, when people do stuff like with the house sound. So you know, like the house music. You had that. He mixed it with poetry. He mixed it with fashion. And what was so interesting about the fashion, it was like the 360 of fashion, the same thing that we was wearing in the 80s that they're wearing in the 90s, and they're flipping it now, but he got the new generation singing his new music. Y'all can't, it's man, Rick, I can't. It's heavy. I could do a whole like, I'm not even laughing. Y'all think I'm funny, but you know, I teach college. I want to teach his video to my students. I want them to see if they can catch everything in there. It is so amazing. I wrote down everything. Foreign, Mitch in London. It was filmed across 3 continents: Europe, Africa, North Africa. If y'all didn't know, this was his 5th album.
Look, it's crazy. So, Slick, I have some questions for you. I wanted to let the DJs know, raise your hand if you got questions so that we can call you up. And definitely,
yes,
Midday will close it out with her questions at the end. In the meantime, I have a few questions.
Jay, I got one question I want to ask first. Let me ask one question first, real quick.
Go ahead, Midday.
Everybody know I'm secretly in love with Idris. I just thought that was amazing that the 2 British guys got together. I have a horrible British accent, and got together. How did that come together? How did you make that happen?
So that was one of the questions I was about to ask. Go ahead.
I met Idris at a party, and we clicked, had chemistry. So, you know, as life went on, he asked me to make an album with him, and I said, sure, you know. So flew me to England, played around in his places. He got one in France too. Played around in his studios and came up with these joints, you know what I mean? So, and we just having fun, making a fireplace for ourselves. And then we brought it to the marketplace like that. So, you know, we just feeding the kids, you know, and all that kind of stuff, and having fun and connecting both continents, the Black English, African American, you know what I mean? Like that.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
The Black English. And those of you that don't know, the Idris is a DJ. And
Right,
he actually was on, Tony had us on one of our calls a long time ago. So I just had to get down the way because I'm secretly in love with him. So
that's okay. That was one of the questions I wanted to ask too. So no problem. Also,
so Jay,
look, Slick. So how do you maintain your unique storytelling approach to songwriting and vocal delivery?
I think
after so many years, you still are doing the same thing, and don't nobody do it like you do.
I think I found my niche, you know, and I just stayed in my lane and perfected my craft in my lane, out of boredom and, you know, perfection, you know what I mean? So I'm out here painting Monets, you know, for myself and for the public. So it's like that. It's like picture a painter who's painting, has stood out a little something like a Monet or something. So that's how I see myself sometimes, you know, like that.
And I want to give you a chance to talk to us about, what does the Victory Project mean to you in 2025?
It means like a struggle for the powers that be type of a situation, like got to bop and weave to get to the finish line, which is to be able to sell your goods at the marketplace. So it was a lot of bopping and weaving to get to the finish line. I got to check, recheck, make sure cat's squeaky, you know what I mean, fam? And then we at the marketplace, and then we just bring it like that. You know what I mean? 60 is showing cat. You know, like love, like could be up here. You know, this ain't like athletes. It ain't like athletes. You know what I mean? Athletes got like a time they're gonna run out like 45 or something. But like this is not. This doesn't require exercise. This just requires the mind to grow and entertain itself. You know, like that.
That makes sense.
I
That
love
definitely
it.
makes sense. And one last question. Talk to us about how you and Nas connected for this one.
Well, me and Nas we've been friends for a minute, you know? So Nas a big dog too, you know what I mean? So he just and I connected with Nas, mass appeal in him, American, you know, so we can make the project spin in both places properly. So that's how me and Nas roll. Nas is, you know, young generation, big wig, you know what I mean? Arena type cat, you know? And showed us love too, you know? And we've always been friends. So we got to interact in like our little cozy fireplace we create, like I said. And then we don't have to expose it to the world, but you expose it to the world, you see, look at this cozy place we created for our peoples, like, you know, like that.
Right, right. Because
J Love, I noticed too on his Victory too, you said it took you 4 years to
Right.
create that. Like, how did that idea come about? And then for you to be able to sustain, because you know what happens? People will start something and won't finish it. And for you to do a span of 4 years, how did that come about? And then you continue on with it.
Well, it took us like about, I'm gonna say, adding on months, about a year. It was a lot of politics of moving and shaking and sample clearances and stuff like that kind of a stuff, and you know, kind of business end of stuff. You know what I mean, fam? So that's why it took like 4 years, pretty much like that. And plus, you know, yeah, I'll say like that. Rough edges, gray areas, 4 years, boom, and here we are.
I like it. I like it. I got one more. Jay, I got one more. Because I'm telling you, I took notes. Like, you should see the notes that I have. I have so many notes. And like, I'm dead serious. Rip. If I do this with my class next semester, I'm gonna send you a video. I'm gonna actually video this lesson so that you can share it with him. I gotta ask you, the "We Not Losing" poem.
Mhm.
When you did that in Victory in the 30-minute clip, I listened to it. I rolled it back and listened to it again, and I wanted to know who we was, because immediately when you said "We Not Losing," the first thing I thought about was, okay, I'm Slick Rick, the OG's not losing. But when I listened to it, I could listen to it and see it both ways. The fact that, yes, I was a hit in the 80s, but I'm still a hit today. I'm going to be a legend. But then it also referred to us. Is that what you were trying to say when you were saying "we not losing"?
I was really stating, my imagination was in like an adult state of mind, how two adults would interact with each other about world affairs and everything that's going on. And I said, truth ain't losing. It's really like saying truth ain't losing. It's like speaking truth to power, you know? So truth has to have a voice, even if it doesn't have a body. You study like that.
I like it. If y'all have not seen, I'm telling y'all got to see it. Look, see all my notes? I was taking some mad notes. I'm telling you, I love this. I love this piece. So I'm gonna toss it back to my girl, Jay, and we're gonna get some of our DJs to ask questions. If you can't ask questions about the new project, if y'all can keep it there, that would be great.
Okay.
So first up, I want to go ahead and let Matty Icy go ahead, let him know where you're from, and go ahead and get your question going, hon.
Slick Rick, how you doing, man? I'm DJ Matty Ice out of Orlando, Florida.
Oh,
I DJ WTKS 104.5 The Beat. I just want to know, like, what was your thought process like creating this masterpiece? Like, I can remember being a kid, 9 years old, in my dad's living room playing with Slick Rick on Def Jam 5 in New York on the PlayStation 2. So, you know, the fact that I even got the chance to talk to you, it's an honor. But what was your thought process?
thought process, I mean, it's just like if you love your craft, you're gonna make it grow. It's gonna grow like a plant, like a seed, to a plant, then to like a tree. You just grow in your craft. You know what I mean? Once you get out the mindset of, oh, I gotta make some money, I gotta pay my bills, I gotta da, and you see your value, and you just grow your tree, and then you bring it to the marketplace. The marketplace is telling you, this is value. You know what I mean? So it's like that type of conversation, fam. Yeah.
For
Good
sure.
question. Next up, we got DJ DDXS. Correct me if I'm wrong, huh? Go ahead.
This is D-Docs. Slick.
What's up, D?
What's up, family?
I'm good.
Yeah, man, if you look at the screen, you see the iconic picture we took up here in Tacoma, Washington when we did that show.
Okay, fam. Okay, what up, fam?
What up, man? No questions, man. I represent Blazing 420 WPAM. I'm the CEO. I'm the Chief Operations Officer over there, and we are bumping the record. And I just want to say, man, that iconic night that we had, man, I just had to tell you thank you. You whispered a lot of knowledge in my ear, man, and I had to. It made a turnaround for my career. And as a DJ, been doing this for 30 years now. Your record gets played at every one of my parties.
Oh,
so I had to give you this homage, man, and say thank you so very much. And this record is dope, man. Thank you so very much for continue to keeping hip hop going, man. This is a blessing.
Thank you.
Mankind, go ahead.
Hey, what's happening? Slick Rick, DJ Mankind, Houston, Texas. How you doing, brother?
What's up, Mankind?
What's going on, man? First and foremost, I love the Victory album. You know, me being 42 years old, born in 83, just seeing the changes of hip hop and how it goes, which sometimes at night I catch myself beat juggling with the Documents record with you and Nas.
Yeah.
My question is, after so long, what made you just say, hey, I want to drop a new album after so many years?
I always had the mind state that I could drop an album, bring it to the market. It really wasn't me, it was a lot of business, politics and stuff like that. It's hard to get your joint out there like that. You know what I mean? You got to have like connections and all this type of stuff. So, it was like a struggle to get past all these roadblocks to get out back into the public. You study like, you ain't got like no major label pushing you and stuff, and then you got to try to find a way out to the fresh air. So it's like that kind of a situation. So I know it took a minute, but and at the same time I'm growing, I'm growing the craft. The craft may have been like younger me. I call it younger me. Younger me ain't as fly as older me. You know what I mean? So younger me was like here in his craft, and older me is like here in his craft, So like that.
I appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And what I really, really like too, Slick Rick, like I mentioned, and I have it in my notes too, a lot of the metaphors that were in Victory. And one of the things that I noticed, I just love it because a lot of our OG, and I don't like to use the word OGs, but I like to, because y'all are just legends. I like legend. I don't like the word OG. So a lot of our legends, that got us through, got me through my homework, got me through got me through the 80s, whatever that we hear today. A lot of them will discredit the young generation. And I noticed you had a lot of the young generation in the video, in Victory, in the doc. And a lot of our some of our rappers of your from your era will discredit them and don't want to put their hands on them. It's like they'll label them up or just say that, they don't want to listen. But I got a different vibe from you when I saw Victory. And it was like, he's reaching out and he's trying to show them the relevancy and the definition of hip hop, which is culture and change. Right. And is that what you were trying to convey? Or was there a different message you were trying to put in there and pulling in those young folk?
I think that's just what occurred. You know what I mean, fam? That's just what occurred. It wasn't planned and that kind of a thing. It's just what happened. I think children was bored with what's being fed, you know what I mean? On that type of a tip. And it's not really like, I think the elders have nothing else left that they can say in front of powers that be other than when we was doing our thing, our shit sounded like this. You niggas sound like some kind of confusement. Now, no diss, you know what I'm saying, fam? So that's the only argument that they're left to say, you know what I mean? And then we come along and be like mother and father or baby and mom and dad type. Either way you want to go. We could play the baby and talk to mom and pop like this. What's up, ma? Y'all good? Like this, or we could play dad, like what you just said, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no diss to nobody anyway. So yeah, like that.
And that's what I really like. I like the fact that you did bring them in. And for me, what the metaphor that I got and the message, it was so many messages I got out of that, was when you really look at the real and true definition of hip hop, which is all about culture and change. Hip hop would not live if it sounded the same. And so when I hear people say stuff like, "Oh, that don't sound like it did," I was like, it's not supposed to. Hip hop is supposed to evolve and change, and that's why it's been around for more than 50 years. And what I saw when I saw the fashion and the fact that it's like, if I could wear the eye patch, I could get the little boy to wear the eye patch. I could get the little girl to wear the eye patch. I got if I'm having your baby, I could get the rich look. You had the eye patch with the diamonds studded out. You got everybody wearing the eye patch, which kind of is that same message what we say today. Everything is infectional. It's really easy for people to pick up. It just takes that one thing. So guess what? I wore this eye patch in the 80s. I can get y'all to do it now. That's what I saw. That's what I saw. So my hat goes off to you. I love the project. Like I said, I could do a whole class with it with my students. Ben's got a question. I'm going to toss it to my man, Ben's.
Go ahead, Benz.
All right. Wagwan Slick Rick, man. Big up. Yo, first.
Let us know where you're from, Benz.
Oh, I'm originally from Flatbush, Brooklyn, New York. I live in Arizona and I DJ all around the country. That's what I do. Okay. Two things I want to say. First, I say thanks for the flowers, thanks for what you've done for the culture. You are the culture. You set the tone. So I really just want to appreciate. I want to show my appreciation and say thank you for that. Second of all, I have it playing in my screen right now. Everybody's talking about this victory, so I just figure I just put it on the screen and I'm gonna watch it again when this Zoom is over. So it just made me want to ask you this question: if you had to pick, what is like the one scene in this film that you can really resonate with the most? If you could pick one scene.
One scene. I would say Angelic. And I did that.
Yep. I would agree.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch it. When this call is over. I just want to say thank you, man. I've always played your records, Children's Story, Lottie Dottie, from the first time I DJ till now, till death. So thank you.
Thank you, Bubba.
Game. Goodbye, on these bitches one time.
Man, I'm telling you, hotness. Look, tell me about Mitch in London. What is that like? Because when you put it up on the screen that's where that particular scene was being shot in Victory, it made it look like you were trying to connect with us and say, hey, it ain't no different than your regular hood in the United States.
Right. It's that's how the houses look over there. They're like the roads are like small, narrow. And the houses were small like that kind of a thing, So it was like the cozy little spaces for the black folks in England type of a vibe. So that's how we used to live over there, I was 11 when I came over here permanently. So there's not too much memory of it other than going 11 and back,
For me, I think it's cool when I see African-American people that are British, there are more British people than just Idris like yourself. Some people like, I didn't even realize he was. I was like, yeah, I was like, y'all don't hear the accent. And I just think it's totally cool. So if I was visiting London as an African-American, what would be one of the first stops you would tell me to make?
Ooh, let's see. Let me think. Give me a second. Brixton. My wife says Brixton. Brixton.
Brixton?
There's a lot of Jamaicans over there. It has roots. It has like African. It has Jamaican black roots over there. A lot of Jamaican roots over there. And remember, I was 11 when I left, so I can't really remember too much. I used to live in a neighborhood that was like, it wasn't as Brixton. It wasn't that many black people. You know what I mean? It's like more white people, but not rich white people, but not white people. You know what I mean?
That's why we get excited.
Yeah. So it's like both. My family lived over there in the Brixton type of vibe, and I lived over here and shit, Mama's take care of business type. You study?
Okay. You study.
got a
Y'all see,
few
y'all
more
ain't catching
DJs
it.
that
Y'all
got
ain't catching
questions,
it. Did y'all hear
DJ.
what he said? He said you study.
Look, I got a few more DJs that got questions. Go ahead, DJ. Yes.
Yes, I DJ Yes, I from St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands. Slick, I would have this question. I've had the opportunity to interview and have some conversations with some very talented legends, and I think one of the common denominators is they all love to teach and impart some sort of lesson. And I love listening to people talk because there's always some gems. What were some pieces of advice, some gems that you got? Like maybe if you could give the 3 biggest pieces of advice that you got, and then the 3 biggest pieces of advice that you like to pass on to others that would have a question or have an ear to listen.
I would say one major thing would be always keep the truth with you. You know what I mean? So it'd be like your guide. If you fall off, dust yourself up and get back up and run with the truth. You need the truth with you through your existence, you know? Second thing I would say is learn mom and pops, you know, like speaking quick. You heard when James Brown said, trying to work me to death? I was like, no, he did. Yes, he did. Like, you study like. And third, to be honest, creative, kind, you know? Yeah. So we have like a guardian angel type of a figure, a mother and father, you know, a ceiling, you know? Like, yeah.
Thank you, DJ. Yes, great
Give
question.
thanks.
Appreciate that. Go ahead, DJ Brooklyn.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool. How you doing, man? Slick Rick. You know, it's just an honor for one, just to, you know, be in the presence of a legend. You know, I grew up, you know, my parents bumped your music. You know, I was introduced to you through you know, the record you had with Chamillionaire. But you know, I want to know, you know, you said you've been over here in these states for quite a while, and you know, Drake kind of made some comments about UK rappers being more lyrical than American rappers. So how do you feel about that statement?
Well,
question.
You ready? You want me to answer now? Or you want me to what's going on?
Oh.
Hold on. Wait, let's see what's going on here. Give me a sec. No comment.
No comment.
Yeah, no comment.
That's okay. We move.
On the real kid, we always got. That's why I tell you about the ceiling. You need the truth. You need mom and pop up there. You know what I mean? Sometimes Shorty got to work type. So look, the truth is that America has always been the Fonz. It's always been Fonzie. You know what I mean? And England has always been Ron Howard. So to reverse it, you better be a fly motherfucker. You study me.
Stay flat. Respect for sure.
No diss to my roots, you know what I mean? But I mean, I got to give props where pops and moms gave us extra swag, gave us swag. Swag.
Respect.
You know? Gotta give them their props, you know, like that.
That's so real. Okay, Blaze, you up?
Yeah. What's going on, Slick? Hey, man, salute. You know, that was really dope.
Wait, Blaze, you are too huge to come in here and ask a question, not let him know who you are.
Yo, Rick, John Blaze, Phoenix, Arizona, core DJs. Salute, brother. I wanted to say, yo, that was so dope just to see JD react that way to you. You know, you're our favorite rapper's favorite rapper. Number one, what's that like? Do you even like recognize that you're like, you know, you are hip hop, you're the culture, you're the Mount Rushmore of hip hop? Do you recognize that?
Yeah, I realize the value. You know what I mean? I'm in I know the value of my niche. You know, my lane. You know, so that's it.
Yeah.
Warm other people existence. You know, cure each other's existence of boredom. You know what I mean? Sometimes you always got to look at like, matter who's this, who's that. Sometimes we just need cures for boredom, enrich our entertainment section of our existence.
Yeah, no, facts. I want to say this too, man. You with you always being unique, one of a kind, in hip hop, as a DJ, and I know all the other DJs can attest to this too, man. salute on just giving us culture, bro. Like as DJs, we were using the samples for the scratch sounds and effects. You know, the party people in the house, like stuff like that. That was ingrained in us a lot before sometimes cats even heard the actual records. Like if you're a DJ, you scratch those, you learn how to scratch on these sounds, bro. So like to me, that's just it's huge. Moving forward with the new project, I had a chance to listen to it. Are you going to be touring and what's that looking like? Doing any live shows?
We're working on that right now, and probably in the fall.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what's up. Yo, is this was this released? This is part of the Mass Appeal drop, right?
Yeah, Aegis and Nas put it together. Aegis was England's Connects, Nas was Americans. So shout out to Nas too.
Yeah, not very dope. I appreciate you, bro, and salute. Much love.
All right.
So real quick, look, Blaze, I hate when you be too humble. Blaze runs Icon Radio, and he is the heart of the pulse of Arizona. So don't shortchange yourself, Blaze.
I know
Give
he
yourself
always
all
get
the
on here
time.
like he sell peanuts at the
likes
baseball game.
Oh,
Hey,
like,
man.
Blaze, let them know who the hell they talking to. Blaze is huge. Love you,
I was
Blaze.
being a little humble today, you know, with Rick on the phone, but hey,
I know.
appreciate-
Yeah,
I
Rick will
appreciate
kind
the
of
love,
humble
y'all.
you a little bit, right? He'll be like,
Give
you know
your
what?
flowers. Look,
He'll
I have
humble
so
you
much
real
love for you,
quick.
Blaze. Blaze is huge.
Much love.
Go ahead, Passion.
Yeah, like they said, I am starstruck. I want to give you your flowers.
Thank you, Mom.
And that's coming from I'm one of them ADHD type DJs, but I can decipher all type of beats. But to decipher a flow, a lyricist, and actually hear and listen. And one day I get on the mic for karaoke. I knew every word to Children's Story.
Thank you.
And
we all do. We all do.
Just, I mean, like it's the storytelling of it, just picturing it, but actually hearing it today, when amongst, you know what I'm saying, the younger generation, and then to hear your voice now on records is
Right.
like, whoa, wait a minute.
Right.
Hell, you for real? Snapping. I was
It's
like,
the
nah,
same.
you know, like that's me hearing before seeing. Like, who this young motherfucker sound like Slick? I'm like, no, wait a minute. That's Slick flowing. Like, it's like, yeah. So it's like masterpiece to me. So I want to give you flowers for that. To still be able to do and perfect your craft as such as it is. It is one of a kind. Oh, and I want you to sign my MTV, Yo MTV Raps card. You know what I'm talking about.
I
You
know.
what
I
I'm
have
talking
one
about?
too. I have the Yo MTV Raps card, baseball card with Slick Rick on it too. And it's in my office at the radio station. I was like, man, I don't even have my Slick Rick card. It's at the radio station. So yeah.
Because
all right.
Yeah.
All right,
DJ
Passion. So
Passion
we're
is out
gonna
of
get
balance.
Big B and Mo Baby, Jalen, and then we're gonna let Slick get some sleep.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, definitely. Go ahead,
So
Big
we're gonna
B.
get Big B and Mo Baby.
What's up, Slick Rick? How you doing, man? Thank you for being on the call.
All right.
Wait, Big B. Now, don't you get on here and don't announce who you are.
I am. I was gonna say it. I'm
Slick Rick, he is my boss, actually.
I'm the program director at Coast 97.3 in Wilmington, North Carolina, and I'm also a programmer for the North Carolina Black Film Festival. So I wanted to. My question is on the
For
film
DJ
side.
Radio.
Core DJ Radio, all that good stuff. All of it. So and we just added documents to the Core DJ Radio playlist. So check it out. Our priority list. But the question is, they use the children's story in BET's Tales. And I think that was one of the first times they used this depiction to actually put some drama behind your single children's story, and
Big
it
B,
went
they
crazy.
probably don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, explain to other DJs.
Well, there was a BET had this thing called Tales where they took songs and turned them into like a 30-minute special, and they used children's story.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah. So, but now you have your own 30-minute visual album, and I see where it's getting ready to play this weekend in Martha's Vineyard's Black Film Festival. Do you see yourself doing more of the visual and maybe getting on this actual film festival tour, like just going and showing the film, because that's a big thing now as far as putting your music out and making it visual. So you're getting into a whole different audience now, from what I think. But is that something you want to get into?
Yes. I know you want a longer answer, but
no, you good. That makes sense, because I mean, you have now reached a certain height with your music, and now it's doing it visually and going on these film festival tours is a whole nother level and a whole nother genre of audience that you're going to introduce yourself to. So, congrats on that.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, because even and Slick Rick, I have worked with Big B too. I am on with the North Carolina Black Film Festival. And I want to say about maybe about 10 years ago, Brandon, we did one segment was music videos. We did music videos as a part of the film festival to talk about how music videos tell stories, And so when I saw Victory, it was one of the first things I thought. I was like, man, we gotta bring that category, because we took music videos out as a category. We gotta bring that category back to the film festival. So we'll be getting our film festival ready for 2026. So we may be adding Victory.
Appreciate the love.
No, maybe we're gonna have to add it.
Definitely. Mo baby, go ahead, baby.
Howdy. Okay, I had to figure out how to use Zoom. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we
can hear you.
I haven't used Zoom in forever.
Let them know where you are, hon.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm here in Dallas, Texas. And first and foremost, I'm not even gonna lie. Before I saw your documentary, I was so mad at hip hop, just simply because I wasn't hearing nothing that I wanted to play. Like I want to play hip hop, I want to love hip hop, but I wasn't hearing nothing that I could play. So I want to say I heard your documentary. I want to say maybe like 3 weeks ago, and it completely humbled me. First and foremost, you have one song that I can play for every single crowd that I play for, whether it's hip hop, whether it's EDM. So thank you for killing that. My question is, of your letter to hip hop, what's the most important note that you would like for us DJs to take with us and hold with us for lifetime?
I would like us to imagine we set a bar, and the bar was like when we was growing up, and a kid made a hit record, and you would hear it all in the streets, like everybody's like window and streets and cars and stuff like that. I want you to remember those vibes. I remember and try to bring that bar back like right like that. You know what I mean? So we could hear our stuff all over the place, like a cozy fireplace everywhere we exist, type of a thing. Remembering them good old days. Like that's when Busta first came out, and when a lot of us brothers first came out, it was all over Harlem, all over the Bronx, all over where I live. And, you know what I mean? New York. And shit was like, it was a nice feeling to see, that people have taste. They ain't got time for the corny tracks. It's the tracks, ma, Yeah.
Girl, that was a perfect question. That was the question I was gonna ask to let him close out for the night, because I want him to get some rest.
Okay,
Slick.
Midday, I'm gonna let you close it out. Go ahead, sis.
Yes, I want to give Slick Rick an opportunity to talk to us. We've asked you all these questions, and it might be something that we left out. Is there that one more thing that you want to tell us about Victory, about documents, about Landlord, about anything with this new project moving forward?
First, I want to say thank all the DJs for the support and the time tonight. Watch and enjoy. Watch and enjoy it all. My wife wrote it wrong. Sweat, thank you. Yeah.
Hey, I gotta tell wifey she lucky.
We live it, you know what I mean, bro?
We gotta tell wifey you are so lucky to be with a legend like that. I mean, I have just if tomorrow doesn't come, I have lived because I had talked to Slick Rick today, a person that is in my crates who I have gone to when the party is going down, and you pull a Slick Rick record out and the party goes up, you know. So you have saved me many times.
Thank you, appreciate it.
It's nothing like Children's Story or any of these others.
Close it out.
So I normally ask these questions. I have this one question I'm just going to ask you because I want you to get some rest. It's late. So, and I know where you're from, but I do have to ask the same question I asked Jermaine Dupri. Do you eat grits?
No.
He doesn't eat grits.
I got here when I was 11. We didn't eat grits in England.
What did y'all eat?
Not grits. You know what I mean? No, we didn't eat grits in England. We, you know, regular English breakfast, American breakfast, stuff like that. But I didn't grow up on grits. You know what I mean? It was like it's kind of like an unusual oatmeal to me. You know,
cream of wheat, porridge.
Yeah, I like cream of wheat. You know, but grits ain't my thing, fam. No diss.
Yeah, and you could tell he is so New York. I didn't tell you I'm from the South. I'm from North Carolina. So, you know, of course, we eat grits down here with a little bacon, a little cheese on it, a little butter, you know. That's how we eat down here, you know. So I'm a good old Southern girl. But we always ask that question because we ask people what they put on their grits. Because some people put sugar on their grits. The sugar don't go on grits, Slick Rick. It don't. I don't care what nobody say. All right. So, but nonetheless, I want to thank you so much for tonight. If this time that we spent with you, you could have given every square that's on this screen $1,000, it wouldn't have been worth more than the time that you just gave us. Like I said, if tomorrow doesn't come for me, I'm blessed because I talked to Slick Rick. You have really made a lot of people's lives and days on here today. And I thank you. I just can't thank you enough. Jay?
Thank you.
I just want to say, Slick, thank you for getting on the call. We are truly, truly blessed to have you here. And we just hope that you keep making music. I know that we're all getting a little older, but the music that you make, Slick, is so needed, you know? So it definitely, what you've got coming up, the Victory Project is classical. It's classical, is Slick Rick, it's what we need to hear. So thank you for that.
Thank you, sister.
Thank you so much. And tell Wifey we said thank you for letting us borrow you for the night.
This is a Core DJ exclusive.